Auto Sheen Car Wash operates multiple washes in and around the South Jersey area. With the frequency of his full-service customers dropping and new competition moving in down the road, owner Fred Najd needed a way to keep his loyal customers coming back every week and attract a new clientele to boost his business. Watch this video and meet Fred to learn his solution to increasing his car counts.
It's about 26 years ago I've been in the business. My father actually is the one that went into partnership with a former partner of his, and that's how we got all lured into this business. The backbone is my eldest brother. He actually is the maintenance, the tech guru, the chemistry guru. He's kind of the backbone behind the operation of the car wash. We all oversee operations, managing the staff and the managers, customer relations. We all partake on that. I do the finance, bookkeeping, the paperwork, anything with the taxes, and then my sister also is involved with us. She does the marketing and the advertising. We have 5 locations, 4 are full service and 1's a self-serve location. Our 4 full service locations are within fairly close proximity to one another, about maybe 20-minute drive, within 10-15 mile radius. This location is our most recent one that we added to our sites. It was formerly a self-serve location where the customer remained in the car. Within a 5-mile radius, you'll find about 7 car washes, us being the 8th car wash. Most recent conversion used to be a full-service car wash, and they were also busy at one point. I think they were probably the second ones in this market that really did well. The strictly exterior operation, $3. They're on a very busy highway, so they can definitely attract some customers. So we need to compete and offer that to our existing customer base here as well. This location, we have 2 entrances. They're both fairly busy roads. Our main entrance is where you can enter to either the car wash or choose to opt for the oil change services. If you go for the oil change service, you kind of veer to the right. If you choose for the car wash, you stack up in a double lane stacking. At that point, we queue the cars from this side of the street up to the vacuum area, and then another lane from the other entrance we have converge into a second vacuum area. So we have 2 vacuum troughs where we vacuum the vehicles. This is a Sonny's tunnel. It's 110 feet long as far as equipment. We right now are doing manual prepping to the extent of the wheels. We have the Sonny Omni high pressure arch, which eliminates us having to manually prep the vehicles. With the addition of the pendulum at this location, we'll get away from actually doing the manual prepping on the wheels. We'll have a Part A and Part B wheel application, and with the pendulum, we'll be fully automated in terms of prep on the prepping side. Once we add the tire shiner, we'll be completely automated at this site and do very little manual work. In these times, you have to put back in the business and show the customers that you're surviving and you're improving your product. Back in the late of 2007, I think that's when most people in this business felt things really drop. That allowed us to kind of catch our breath, and we expanded or improved our wash process through automating our services. For example, we had fellows that just scrubbed wheels all day. We had fellows that did nothing but clean the bumpers all day. We had fellows that did nothing but apply tire dressing by hand all day. At that location, we began to incorporate Sonny's equipment, and 2 things that we added that helped us tremendously, actually three pieces of equipment that we added, were a set of big man wraps from Sonny's that doubled up our wrap capacity. We have 2 sets of wraps there now, which put up a phenomenal car. We also added the pendulum, which with the right chemical application allows us to clean the tires and the wheels without manually prepping. And we added the tire shine machine, which we also got through Sonny's. And again, with the right tire chemical, it really puts out a good show, a good tire. So we've been able to reduce our man count and produce the same amount of cars, if not more, in a more consistent fashion. We are implementing the same changes at another location. We're currently undergoing the renovations there. This past year, in 2010, the only location that actually improved was a location that we did the automation in. That location actually increased about 5% in car volume. The remaining locations remain kind of stagnant, and hopefully with the changes we're implementing now as far as automating, we can see the changes increase in this year and the year coming up next. The chemicals in this business have really changed a lot. The equipment has changed tremendously, and it's allowing us to put out cleaner cars with less manual labor. You can't remain stagnant. Times have changed, and you have to change as well. Our high volume facility, we're implementing a exterior only lane. We experimented over the past year with introducing the exterior car wash for the first time. That car wash is really a destination facility where people from various towns will go there just to wash because of the quality of service that we rendered. We track our customers, we analyze our database of customers, we noticed our wash frequency was again decreasing. Instead of coming on a weekly basis, we'd see our customer once a month. And we would ask them when they came in, where did you wash in between? And you learn that they're washing at the cheaper washes, and when they want the good, clean, full-service wash or the super deluxe wash, they'll come to us and use our facility. Obviously, why have them go down the street for a cheaper wash? Why not offer the cheaper wash here? Our machinery here, our staff is here. So we put out a $5 car wash. We advertised on the highway, and customers started coming in, and we would poll those customers, and quite a bit of them are first-time customers, and quite a bit are also our existing customers that advise us that had we not had that special, they would have gone somewhere else for the cheap wash. That's definitely helped boost our numbers and perhaps contributed to the growth that we experienced over the past year there. So now to fully capitalize on that, we're going to have strictly an exterior lane where that customer is not going to wind up waiting in the full-service lane for that quick wash, and now you can begin to advertise as a 3-minute car wash or 5-minute car wash, and hopefully appeal to new customers and even to existing customers as well. We're currently doing renovations at one of our other facilities where we're switching to the flex model. That again was also a full service operation. We're going to put 2 automated gates there, and we're redoing the area where we vacuum the vehicles. We're adding a waiting room for the customers to actually wait in. Once that renovation is underway and completed, we'll tackle the site next year. We think it'll take off really well in this area because the customers are really time-oriented. They want to get in their car, get a quick, good wash, and be on their way again. The services in terms of car washes, we have basically four packages. Your basic full-service car wash, and then we have 3 packages which will incorporate waxes and tire shiners and air fresheners within the wash packages. Second profit center that we have is going to be our express detailing, which is performed in a indoor building that's next to this facility here. Due to the economy, we were compelled to reduce the price of those services. We charged at $1.29 for express detail service. Now it's down $19. We are seeing the volume increase and customers being more receptive to that, so hopefully the decrease will be offset by the increase in the number of services that we offer the customers. We have loyalty programs to do customer tracking at all of our locations. We have a point system where you earn points similar to frequent flyer miles. Every wash is awarded a certain point level, and it's all tracked by a computer system. And when the customer comes in and they're surprised by the cashier telling them, "Oh, you have enough points to get the wash free today," it puts a smile on their face, and certainly they'll tell a family member that night at dinner or a friend, and hopefully they'll patronize us more. We're fortunate to have good managers working for us, and we rely on the managers to adequately staff their site. We give our managers the ability to review their stat data to see how they're doing cars per man hour, where their ticket averages are, and they use that information to gauge how they staff their facility on that particular day. Our managers go through a pretty extensive interview process. We don't hire on the fly. Usually to place a manager will take us 2 to 3 months of interviewing. Even our cashiers, we go through extremes when we hire cashiers because they're your image. They're who talks to your customers. So you want them to have the same and share the beliefs that you have in the way you want to treat your customers. On a busy day, we have between 10 to 12 employees. We share the pool of employees with our loop center. If they have downtime, those fellows will come out and work online. On a slow day, we can operate with 4 to 5 guys. Again, it's also dictated by, are you really selling express services that day? Are customers buying it because it's going to rain the next day? So all of this is predicated by the weather. You're as good as your worst guy. So if we have a fellow that's not fitting in, we definitely try to weed the bad staff out from the good. We're left with a good pool of employees, and we try to equalize the hours as best as we can. I think we have a very efficient and effective wash process. Something you can't control is the increase in utility costs. That's always a factor you have to contend with. We have good relations with our chemical suppliers, and we're able to, with the 5 locations we have, achieve good pricing. So I think the wash process is something that we have locked down. It's other variables that we're struggling with trying to get customers in. The reliability factor is there. The ease of repair and maintenance is there. The resources going through Sonny's are there. We've gone from other vendors that we've used in the past and are now migrating towards Sonny's. So that tells you something about how pleased we are with this equipment. Even when we were doing the installation here, their sales rep for the area came down just to look at things, make sure that things were in order for us. So it was overall a good experience, and now as we're replacing machinery at our other sites, we're replacing with Sonny's equipment. So hopefully we'll have all the sites converted to Sonny's. The most important thing is change. We're in a period of change, a period of flux right now. We've all experienced this throughout the industry, and if you're not going to change and try new things, you will fall behind.